Hey folks, welcome to our channel. Hope you're doing well. We are from BMN Infotech Private Limited, a leading IT company in India. Today we will learn about how to insert query in Laravel using ORM, object-relational mapper. In this video we are going to see how we can run insert query inside Laravel using ORM, object-relational mapper. So we talked about ORM when we read the model. So if you have not seen that video, then there is that video in the playlist, you can go and watch it. Now let's see how to run the insert query. For that we have to set up some basic things. First of all, we have placed the customer registration form here. We have also customers table. Let's open phpMyAdmin and here you can see there is table of customer. And I have kept the customer's registration form here. Now we went to the database and here a table has to be created and there is a single entry in it already. I have to tell the customer to fill my form from here and I have to enter this data inside this table. That is, the insert query has to be run. So we have set up to do this. Here we go to the roots and open the web.php file and see, I have made these two roots. One is get and one is post. Both roots are customer but one is get and one is post, but if root of get is hit then it opens the form. See, this index function gets open on your customer controller, and if else post root comes then it takes you to the store function and has created a variable called menu$request here. For what the variable named $request does, we echo it here and see what the variable named $request does. And here in the printer I write here and write $request and all in it. Now come to the browser and from here we enter the data like name, email, password, confirm password, address, state, country and whatever else we will fill it. So now as soon as we click on submit the form, then this data will be submitted by post. See, I can also show you by opening the form, where we have kept this form, and now let's go to the views customer. blade.php. So this is my form and this URL is going to hit the customer using post method. And in this form I have given a unique name to all the fields so that I can pick up the data inside this controller. So now click on submit here and as soon as you click on submit, you can see that the above URL came. This time on the customer it has come from the post method and name, email, password, confirm password, country, state, everything here is available on. Now what we have to do to validate these things is what Laravel provides to us. With the help of Laravel Validator, which I have discussed in the first video. If you have not seen that video about Laravel validation then you can check out that video. Inside this playlist you will find the video. So that we can validate that the required fields are entered by the user. But now we are talking about how the insert query will be implemented through using ORM, object-relational mapper. So the very first step we have to do is through the model of this particular table, i.e. the table with the customers, we have to include the model here or use this model. I had explained a model to a customer in a video. This model has been made complete, in which the name of the customers _id primary key of that table is written by doing customers. So here we use app model and from inside the model we want to use the customer model. Now above we have got the customer class called. We can use the member function of this class. So first step we have to create variable, and variable I have created customer name, and after that you have to write new and customer. So you are creating object of that class which is your class with customer. Now we are going to use this variable with the help of arrow operator in the customer class. That means we are going to use this field. You do not need to enter the customer id as auto-incremented. You need to enter name, email, gender, address, all these things. So here we write name equals $request and name in it, it is an array. You can see that request as an array, name, email, password have been taken from it. In the same way, we have to enter the data of the request name in the field in the name of the customer. In this way, you have to see the field containing the customer's email and put it in the request. I have taken care here that I name both the fields the same. One is the one coming from our form and the one which is kept in our database. Now in gender we take the request and keep in mind that we have allowed only 3 things in gender, M, F and O, nothing else should come other than this. So we take this gender from here and here in the same way I take all the fields. So what is the next address then request key that I have kept the address name only. Keep the key like this so that you do not have to check again and again request names and here the address, state, country, I fill it all here first. Now we fill the password. For that we will take the password and here we are using MD5. If you want, you can also hash it and here we will request and put this password. We are putting this so that the password we have is encoded and stored in the database in MD5 format. Now you are picking up data from the form here and putting it in the customer field. And at the end you have to $customer and save. So let's see. Now let's come to the browser and refresh because there is data here and as soon as I click on save here, see if the entry comes here or not. And see this entry has arrived. See the second entry has arrived and here the password which is there is the hash and two things which I did not fill the created underscore at an updated underscore at that Laravel has automatically filed and it is showing the date here this entry has been updated on which date. Now when we learn further update query and delete query then more changes will come here. In delete query this data will be completely deleted and in update query whatever we will update the data will be shown here and there is very simple concept you have to keep a form and with the help of that form you have to reach the data controller. So when the data comes to the controller then you have to run the insert query like this. So as the insert query is run we have to send the user to the view page. We are just making a small model of CRUD operations in which first we run the insert. In next video I will tell you select query. In that we will see how we can select and bring this data that has been stored. So now our next step is that after the data is stored from here, we should get the data redirected to a view page. So in the select query that we will see in the next video, we will implement this thing that how can you represent the data which is lying in your database on one page. So I hope guys, you must have understood all these concepts very well. If you are new to the channel then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell in the comment box if you face any kind of problem. See you guys, stay connected with us in the next video. And do what you love. Hey.